Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Fatal Frame 5. Now we get to try playing as a different character, and I'm not alone on this video.
Indeed.
And this just talks about the guy we're going to play as, and his, well, sort of lovely assistant. They're both kind of Harry Potter looking dudes. Well, one's a chick, but whatever.
Will you die with me?
She's beautiful, but she looks sad too.
Yeah.
Isn't she the type of woman that you get nervous around?
Yeah. There may be more of this stuff out there.
Shall I call Hisoka?
No, let's go there ourselves. It'll be quicker that way.
At this hour?
It won't take long.
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura? You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance. People say there's something off about that place.
Okay.
Damn, you're right about the Harry Potter looks.
Well, of course we're going to take the camera obscura. Otherwise we would have no way of defending ourselves.
Yes, because Harry Potter's lost his wand.
Yep, exactly. We got a bunch of files. You're going to have to pause them if you want to read them. I leave them up long enough for you to pause them, but that's about it because there's like 6 or 7 of them in this room.
Ooh.
It's not so bad after this room, but there are a bunch. So there are some interesting details in here. One of the files will talk about the camera obscura. One of them is from Haruka. I think I remember. Or Hisoka. Haruka, Hisoka, it's all confusing to me. The chick that went missing last video, that's the mentor of Yuri, our girl Friday, from the previous couple of videos. So this guy's been in contact with her, and he's the one that hired her and Yuri to look into finding that random book. We saw these people briefly, I think at the end of video 1. And I try to pick this up, and that annoying survival sense kicks off, so I just cut that just to save time. But here's another file. And yeah, I have the games librarian here with me, so
Indeed you do.
feel free to check out his channel.
Yes.
Always good times, especially if you like Sonic.
Oh, yes.
And that Terminator game you're doing right now.
Terminator Resistance, which I've modded a bit to the Brad Fiedel soundtrack, and I've reshaded the sky so it looks more like T1 and T2's Future War.
Indeed, he did a very nice job. These are the files that talk about the camera obscura. I still think it's hilarious that in the first game they act like this camera is super rare, but we've seen one in this game, Fatal Frame 2. We saw 2 or 3 in the third game. We've got at least 2 in this game so far. I don't know about the fourth game because I haven't played it yet.
This camera can only be found by protagonists,
Yep.
no one else.
Exactly. But there's at least 2 in the 4th game, from what I've been told. Which hopefully we will find out about later on this year.
Ooh.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Yeah.
Yep,
Let's go.
we are going out at night to a haunted woods. Because that makes sense.
Yes, Harry and Hermione went to the haunted woods.
There's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hikami after dusk. If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form. Only those who wish to die come here at that time. I think that's the inn where the album was found. This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Kind of awkward dialogue, but this guy's mechanics with his camera are a little bit different from Yuri's. He's got a rapid fire option,
Ooh.
which is interesting. I will use it mostly to effect later on. There's 1 or 2 times I'll miss it. But we do want to try that out because we can't progress, I don't believe, otherwise. Tutorials and whatnot.
Yes. Don't you just love them?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yes, game, I know.
Is the camera working?
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
We
I
should
like
go.
how the tiny torch is super bright.
I hear the older part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine. After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been here. There was a massive landslide that hit Mount Hikami. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird audio effect, but there's nothing I could do about it. That's the game.
The game wanted you to check something there, but I don't think you noticed it
Nah,
when you recorded this.
nah, we're doing fine. I got the hidden ghost. We're good.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying the prompt came up to check.
Probably did, but I don't care. The game had 2 of his assistant talking at the same time for part of that, which was weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, if there's a way to fix that in editing, I would have, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not sure if the original Wii U version had that, but this one definitely did. And the camera's gone all wonky on me here, but there's an item. Important to note, at this point, as you can see, it's a very dark game. I was recording this at like 9 in the morning, and the frickin' sun was coming through my window, even with blinds down, at the wrong spot just to get on my monitor, just to mess with me. So, as much trouble as I have seeing, I had even more trouble seeing because of the frickin' sun.
Yeah, that accursed sun.
Yep, how dare it give us life and then get in my way of being able to see a game.
Yeah. Then one day decide to expand and swallow the inner solar system.
Indeed.
Oh, there it.
Can't be having that.
Nope.
So there's just a few items to pick up before we move forward. This is the area from video 1, but we will explore it a little bit more thoroughly than Yuri and Hizoka. These names, I'm never going to remember them all. I'm going to have to come up with names for everybody because I'm not going to remember their real names.
Yeah, so this guy's Harry Potter.
Yep. And his assistant is Hermione.
Yep.
We've got the main character, Yuri, or I also call her Our Girl Friday for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that. I looked up the reference, and it's apparently some British movie, which I've never seen. So I'm not sure why I started calling her that, but I did. And as soon as I find where we need to go, we will move forward. This camera is way too zoomed in on the character.
It is. I think that Our Girl Friday was like a 1950s movie or something like that.
It was, yeah.
This must be the room where Hisoka found that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying because they're talking about things as if the audience doesn't already know. We know we found this album in this house already. Because we played that section, so... I don't really like that random dialogue just telling the player something we already know. And it took me a bit, because it's been a while since I had to do one of these, to remember I needed to hit the lock-on button on this thing. But I eventually find it, and then get that clicking sound, and huzzah! Success. There we go. More files. Again, pause them if you want to read them. I do recommend doing so. Or just watch a YouTuber who actually reads this stuff off. But, of course, watch my videos too.
Yay. Because you don't get the riveting commentary on the other videos.
Indeed. Although, if I remember correctly, I think Jimmy reads off these files in his LP.
If you want the files reading, go watch Jimmy's video.
Yeah. That
Then come back and watch Shriver's video about 7 times.
There you go. Yeah, there's another channel I watched that the girl that does that channel knows a lot about the Fatal Frame series. Fatal Nerd, I don't remember the name behind it, but she's listed on my favorite channels, which is a section on the homepage of my channel, along with your channel. It's there too.
I know. When I do a game with ready segments in, I always read it out for you.
I appreciate that. It would be a lot of work. I really wanted to do it for Silent Hill 3, but it was just too much work.
Yeah. Tell you what was a lot of work with the reading, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I still need to finish that. It is on my list of LPs. And here we got combat. Finally. And I got impatient there, which you don't want to do. What I'm trying to do is wait for a Fatal Frame opportunity. Doesn't always happen, but I am trying. Come on, Ghosty. Don't have all day. There we go. So that's helpful.
Yay.
Also, playing on easy mode helps.
We're not just...
Yeah, and I'm trying to stick my hands in the ghost. I think it's called a Fatal Glance, and the stupid survival sense kicked in because it's the same frickin' button.
Wow.
According to the stories, after the landslide, the owner of the inn moved to the 3rd floor. They say he burned himself to death there, or that he threw himself into the lake.
A common enough story.
Tell me about it. Since then, they say that if you look up at the 3rd floor veranda, you'll see someone looking back down.
Really?
I'm
Why
sorry.
are you apologizing? You're just telling a ghost story. It's nothing that big of a deal. I've mentioned this on the previous videos. The item pickup button is the same button as your Where Do I Go button. So, if you're not right on the item you're trying to pick up, the camera will shift to show you where you need to go, even though you're trying to pick up an item.
What was the point you was getting to before I was interrupted by...
That's what I was going to say.
Alright.
Yeah, it's repetition for anybody watching this LP, but I know the first 2 videos haven't published yet, so you haven't seen them, so... I figured I'd catch you up on all that.
Thank you very much.
Indeed. But yeah, this camera is very zoomed in. Like, holy crap. I like third-person games, but damn. Zoom the camera out a little.
They was going for over-the-shoulder look, but they ended up in the shoulder.
Yeah, they really did. They really did.
Someone messed up that memo.
Well, this was made around 2014, I think. So games hadn't quite figured out what they wanted to do yet with the over-the-shoulder style. Even though Resident Evil 4 was a thing since 2004.
Yeah, 2004, 5. I can't remember what year it was. Been a
4.
long time.
You're the games librarian. You should know this.
I
God.
know, but it's very late here.
That's true. It is very late there. Our boy here is being a soldier. He's staying up quite late to do this commentary. But we got that. And like in the other games, now that we've taken a picture of that, we need to find the other one in order to unlock the door. Well, in this case, find a key. So it's slightly different than the other one. And this took me a while to navigate, that's why the jump cuts.
Them arrows are the pointing out points of interest or something.
They might be, I'm not sure. Well, they might be. I don't know. I didn't see them when I was playing, so I don't know. I see my mouse cursor. That's the only arrow I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, there's like arrows pointing at the edge of the screen. There's one like facing behind you. There's one going off to the right.
Okay. I did not see that at all. And a ghost jumped me after this, but I cut that encounter. And another file for your reading pleasure. But we are getting a lot of hidden ghosts. Not all, but a lot. Which is nice.
Yay.
And it did take me a while to find where we need to go, but hopefully that editing is good enough to show you where you need to go. Even though this is not a walkthrough.
No. Although I'll call it a walkthrough by a blind man.
That's what I used to call them, yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. That was back when I was called Blind Man.
He found a new hobby of weaving Jill sandwiches.
Indeed. I'm a big fan of eating out Jill's sandwich. Yeah, just go ahead and assume all of the perv in that statement. This took me forever to find the right spot to put this camera in order to take a picture of this. That was quite annoying. I hope these aren't this annoying in the future. I'm sure it's just my fault for not paying attention. And here I was impatient because I was like, okay, game, I get it. Just let me do it. But I had to sit there and watch all this. Because fuck me, that's why. And we got a key. And the game is telling me something I already know, which is where to go use the key. And hey, this is
open.
Yeah. And hey, this is annoying, so I'm in a cramped area, can't see what I'm doing. And a ghost shows up. I was quite annoyed at this point in time. And yes, I do realize that those red bits on the screen are supposed to signify where a ghost is coming from, but I was panicking. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's so cheap, that. Because to know that you're going to get locked into an area, then just spawn a ghost to attack you.
Yeah, in such a tight area. Much like I'm sure Hermione is. She doesn't seem like the type that's not tight. These two have that will they won't they vibe to them. Oh, Jesus!
The signs of poor script writing.
Yeah. So true. I was talking about that. I don't remember if you were on still. I was talking about that with Thor yesterday.
I think I was. It wasn't long after we finished recording some Batman, wasn't it?
Right. Ah, she's getting attacked. I need to find her. Hermione! I will save you!
Why is she using her wand?
She can use his wand anytime. Oh, yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, if that were a bit bigger of an area, I wouldn't mind them spawning a ghost there, but that cramped quarters, that was not cool.
Yeah, I call BS on that area.
Indeed. So far, that's the cheapest area I've seen in the game. We're only in Chapter 3, though, but so far, I would say that's the cheapest. now that we got that, I see an item over there I can't get. That's another annoying thing for me, so I don't see well. And there are bits of the floor that are caved in, so you can't just walk wherever you want to in this area.
Man, if the games were more realistic, you could just literally jump that gap. It's really tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! 2-inch gap, I can't make it across.
Yeah, even I could jump that. So, let's go ahead and get back to that door. Hopefully nothing... Oh, jeez. Well, shit. At least it spawned us right away into a Fatal Frame moment.
Yeah. That ghost is quite the vandal smashing windows.
I know, right? He should pay for that.
Yeah.
Don't you know those windows cost money? And at this point, I'm trying to antagonize him because he's just walking away or floating away. And I'm like, motherfucker, come on. Shit, and I missed.
I don't like paparazzi.
Yeah. And this was me panicking again. Yeah, I don't know how Jimmy with his epilepsy deals with that, because that rapid fire would really mess with somebody with epilepsy.
Yeah. Very carefully. He always makes me laugh, this Jimmy. He goes, I'm not a good gamer, and then he beats a game with basically one hand on the hardest difficulty setting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the good ones, and his channel is also in that same playlist or section on my homepage on my channel, if anybody wants to check that out.
Yeah, you should. He has so many wonderful Let's Plays, and the ones he does with his dad are really good as well.
Oh, those are my favorites. Like, he's got some good ones that are solo, too, but yeah, I like the ones with him and his dad.
Yeah.
Especially when he gets frustrated with his dad. Those are hilarious.
Louis, are you all right?
Yes,
Well, it's good you're fine. And I missed a ghost. Damn it. Hermione, I'm blaming you. It's your fault. It's your fault I missed that ghost.
Why don't they just ring the Ghostbusters, you know, clear this place out, and then he won't have to go through all this camera nonsense?
Funny thing you say that. I never knew this when I LP'd the first 3 games, but those games took place in the 80s. So
Nice.
that actually would be somewhat viable of a statement. There we go. Alright. So now we can go through, and we've opened that up. More tight corridors.
Indeed.
Sometimes I swear this game is nothing but black.
The reshade mod might work on this to lighten it up.
You know, that might not be a bad idea, because this is kind of bad. So there's a stone mirror. I've talked about these before, I believe. They are your revive item. If you die, then they will revive you. And this is the first game that allows you to carry more than one.
Nice.
Which is cool. And I thought there was a door there, but it's down a little further.
It did wonders with Resident Evil 4, the reshade.
Yeah, I'm hoping to use that when I redo that LP.
Yeah. I've got all the settings, so I'll help you set it up to shade it nice.
Excellent. Might do the Ashley nude mod. I'm not sure yet.
Hey.
Feel free to comment if you want an Ashley nude mod for my re-record of Resident Evil 4 or not. YouTube may not like it, but I can make it adults only and it should still be fine.
Or if you're too prudish, we can just put Ashley in a suit of armor and you can see nothing.
There you go. That's an option too. And the camera being changed like that, I missed that ghost.
Is it the ghost with the must?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
say
way,
Beetlejuice 3 times.
yeah, I missed it. I need to rewatch that movie. I remember liking it as a kid. I don't know what I think about it now, though.
One of Michael Keaton's best, I think. It was on over Christmas.
I still like Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Batman, actually.
Looks like there was a fire. This must be where the innkeeper moved.
Awesome. And it takes me a bit to find what we need to look at, but we will get there. And thanks to the power of editing, you didn't have to worry about it too much.
Ooh, editing.
Yep.
Something I don't bother doing.
No, you don't.
Rui! Rui! What's wrong? Is something there?
I thought I could take a picture of this, but nothing good came from it, so...
Yeah, where's that ghost gone that one nearer?
I don't know. I was trying to get a picture of it, but I missed. And unfortunately, this is cheap, so I barely had time to react, and there you go. Fucking ghost. I would say what's wrong is she's stuck in this haunted area that your dumbass brought her to.
Yeah, it's like the protagonists in these games are like, let's go to this haunted area instead of, let's stay in and get a pizza.
Yeah, that would be a much better decision to make.
Then again, I guess we wouldn't have had a game if they did that.
True. Very true. Very, very true. And I have started fast forwarding some of these moments where nothing is happening just to save time. I assume nobody's going to mind that, but if you do mind that, well, this isn't posting until April or May, so that's going to be way after I've recorded this, so it doesn't really matter.
What were you doing? Can't you remember anything? Let's go home.
You cannot leave the mountain.
Huh?
You will dissolve into nothing.
You again? You mean our girl Friday didn't teach you a lesson enough as it is? Not only did she kick your ass, but she's way prettier than you.
She sort of looks like that villain from Resident Evil Village.
I haven't played that one yet. I need to at some point. I'm still salty 7 doesn't have a third person option. I know there is a third person mod, but it's also very janky, so I'm not sure if I want to go with that.
Because someone back-engineered it from Resident Evil 2 and put the third-person mode in
Yeah.
that remake. So it uses all the same engine.
Yeah, but I gotta redo 4, 5, and 6 first anyway, so
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I'd be happy to help you with 5 and 6.
God, 6. Yeah, 6. Oh, God.
It might not be so bad if you're doing it 2-player.
Maybe
At least
not.
you're not relying on the piss-poor AI.
True. We'll see how that one goes. Damn you, you stupid ghost! And here I just healed, and I saved you having to watch me actually sift through the items to heal. Just to save time. So, I'm guessing this is the same Maiden that we faced at the end of last video. You would think she would take the hint that nobody wants her, but no. She sticks around like a bad virus. Like a turd that won't flush.
Your soul.
And she's gone.
We're leaving.
Yep, we're getting the fuck out of here. We're not sticking around for this bullshit.
Yep. Leave the ghost sleuth into the Scooby Gang.
Yep, but we are going to take the time to read a file before leaving because, you know,
Ooh.
files.
Law.
Yep. I still do recommend reading them. I've been watching that girl's LPs that I mentioned, and she reads them, so I have at least some idea what they say. Even though I've forgotten which files correspond with which things I heard her reading. But it's fine. It's fine.
Evil, bad, evil, evil ghosts are evil, make people do evil, ghosty, evil things.
Yes.
There.
Exactly.
I've summed it up for the viewers.
Yep. What's weird is this was some people's first experience with the Fatal Frame series.
Yeah.
Because it's the first one to be released for pretty much everything. And this is talking about our girl Friday. We're going to pick up with her next chapter.
Suicide, huh? There was no body, right? And you said, what was it? That lots of women's bodies washed up afterwards? I think there have been reports saying something like that before. Oh, well. I'll see what I can find out tomorrow.
And that's it for this video. It's odd that she's wearing the same dress that she was wearing in the previous chapter, but that's going to be it for this one. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all next time with more Fatal Frame 5. Isn't she beautiful?
Indeed. Goodbye, viewers!
Goodbye.